If you visit Texas, they have a cowboy, how do you say it in English? In Hebrew they call it cowboy, and in English, cowboys. Okay, cowboys, you know the one. It was 40 years ago, you remember that? Now, this guy is going in, Israeli guy, Maurice. He's going in, he see a bar, a simple bar. He said, you know what, I need to drink some beer, enjoy some good music, country music, slowly. And everybody in Texas, good morning. We can take them 20 minutes to say good morning. And life is a slow motion, driving 2 miles an hour, waving like the president with a hat. So he's sitting down in the bar and he enjoyed the good time. And then he see a sheriff. A sheriff came into the bar. And the sheriff took a man, and he told the man, stand up here. He put him over there, he put apple. And he told the weapon, boom, he shoot. Well, you don't understand. He made it. The guy is alive, the apple went down. Everybody said, what's your name? He said, my name is Johnny. Okay, 10 minutes later, another sheriff, but he doesn't look like American. This guy came in, and he took olive oil. Olive, small olive. He put the guy in, he put the olive, he's like this. Boom, he put it. You don't understand, he made it. Everybody clapped their hand. What's your name? He said, my name is Tony. He's Italian. My name is Tony. Maurice said, what about me? We're Israelis. We're from the Arab group. IDF. He took a guy and he put watermelon. He put watermelon in his head and he shoot. He killed the guy. And everyone said, what's your name? My name is I'm sorry. Just to start with something funny before we. My name is I'm sorry. It's very important for our speech what I did. But let's start. This holiday is the holidays of Purim. The holidays of Purim is the holidays of happiness. One of the greatest things that make us happy is when you got married. I believe all of you remember the weddings, especially Bukharian community, when you pay $300,000 in the weddings. Although some of you pay even more, but I'm talking about the normal people. Today $300 a plate is normal, and this not included not the flowers and not this and not the DJ and not the music and not. No, you remember the weddings. The weddings considered to be the happiest moment in a person's life. Can you tell me why? Why? Most likely now everybody's asking why. I don't know why I'm so happy. Why a wedding is the best and the most happy? So much that the wisest man in our history. Who is the wisest man in our history? Shlomo Melech, King Solomon, right? What did he say? Beyom chatunato, beyom simchat libo. The day that you got married is the happiest day in your life. The question is why? Anyone here can answer the questions? What is so unique about the day that you got married? I mean, before you got married, it was free. Nobody tell you what not to do, what not to do, what not to do. Nobody gave you a face on Tisha B'Av. Why bad things happen to good people? Nobody screamed and shouted at you. Nobody played games that he's a nice guy, and then after that, after weddings, before weddings, he taking you to La Mare, La Bonnet, I don't know what you call it, Reserve Cat, Doma. After weddings, falafel special. Nobody play games.
Nobody gonna get me in trouble.
Doma, we said Doma.
Doma, better Doma. This is the best Doma. I don't know, this is Doma. Thank you. Now, nobody is coming here to play games. Before weddings, nobody bother you, nobody was screaming, nobody came with attitude. Because of me, you're alive. I'm paying the rent, I'm paying this, what you do? I mean, it was amazing life. I always tell the guys, don't take credit for something that you don't deserve. You know why? Your wife had an amazing life before she met you. And by the way, statistics, she's going to have 10 to 20 years after you went to work. Do you know that statistic, women live much longer than men? No, this is the average, 95% of the times, women live 10 to 15%, 10 to 15 years later.
The husband wanted to go already.
Or maybe just to make sure. Just to make sure that you went. He's gone. He's not here anymore. Now Now, so my question is why? So why we're so happy? Anyone here can answer the questions? Why to get married, especially the day of the weddings, is the happiest days. We're talking about happiness, and it's the greatest happiness. כל השרוי בלא אישה, שרוי בלא תורה, בלא שמחה. Anyone that have no wife, anyone that is not married, is not happy. The question is why? Why you cannot be happy with no marriage? Only in the day. What's the reason?
I think it's a step closer to doing what God asks you, your purpose of life.
Before you got married, you had the ability to study 12 hours a day Torah. Anyone that went to yeshiva knows you can study 12 hours, 14 hours, 18 hours. A minute you get married, children, wife, you have to spend time, you have to speak, you barely can study 6 hours Torah. So you went down 50% of the level of religion. Yes.
When you get married, you become like whole, like one soulmate. Before marriage, it's like you have to, like when you get married, you're whole.
Dr. Rav, amazing. Because after you get married, you become once. But why you become happy? It's beautiful speech, but in realistics, why it makes you happy? What do you think everybody in this room thinking? Now I become complete. Why? Nobody's thinking about it except under the chuppah for 5 minutes. Yes, anyone else? Yes.
I'm a partner for life. Somebody's always being there to help you out.
They're always there for you.
Partner for life. No.
Beautiful, but the partner is always comfortable partner.
Analyze that.
You're making them comfortable. They make you comfortable.
If you
No,
like,
no.
I don't know how many years you married.
We got one back
How
there.
many years?
Not even a full year.
Beautiful. Because of that, you're talking about this.
Come back in 10 years.
I know it. I know it. Newlywed.
Yeah, newlywed.
This answers.
Rabbi, they don't know.
Exactly.
I still remember what was written on the contract.
They put it.
He's the only one that read it.
How did they put it in English? Okay, it's still a rookie, you know. It's the greatest thing. It's one answer is you find the puppet. But there's another reason. And the reason is because when you get married finally, you have no doubt. Meaning, our sages said, En simcha ke'atarat sfekot. In life, as long that you have doubt, questions, to do or not to do, to be or not to be. Meaning, how many times you open a business and you're not sure, I'm good, this location is good, this location is not good, to open it, to go to this business, maybe to the other field. As long that you are in doubts, and anything in life, you cannot achieve happiness. Do you know what exactly happened in the night of the weddings? Finally, you know, she is my wife, and he is my husband. Baruch Hashem. Finally, I have no doubt who is the one. Do you remember the month before, the week before, the day before the weddings? You didn't sleep at night asking questions, yourself questions. That he's the right guy, he's not the right guy, she's the right woman. What exactly is going to happen after? A minute that you get married, that's it. Finally, you accept it. You said, good morning, America. This is my partner for life. And a minute that you have no doubt is a minute of happiness. To achieve quiet moment in life, to achieve certainty, to be certain in something in life is the greatest gift. No matter what. A minute that you get married, I told my wife after we got married, we were here together until 120. No plan B, no plan C. I cannot stand when people use the word divorce. You don't use atomic bomb if you're not planning to use it. The worst weapons that you can use is, God forbid, every time you get upset, let's divorce, I can get something better. The future outside is, gentlemen, be very careful in the word that you use. Ladies, do not use atomic bomb if you're not planning to use it. This is your wife, this is your husband. Learn how to live with this. Learn how to live with this. And when you don't have a plan B, plan A, become the best plan. Because you're going to put the best effort to make sure that this marriage. Do you know what's the secret in the religion world? In the religious life? It's not divorce. So why the Shalom Bayit is good? Because they have no plan B. So either you're miserable all your life, or either you make life amazing. Better off that you're going to make life amazing. When you know that this is my wife, this is my husband, and this is the gift of God that He gave me, and I have to take the best of it, you're going to take the best of it. And you're going to have amazing and incredible life, because the grass of the neighbor only look greener. You never know how it is. When you see people, and dealing with Shalom Bayit, over 1,200 couples that come to my house, I know. Many people in our community that come to my house, now, all the time, now I will never talk about nobody, but you will see people that you will never believe. Outside, Cinderella story. They look like the best couple in town. Loving, honey, sweetheart, sugar, tomato, cucumber, bazam, they're like this, they're walking hand by hand. You look like, I wish, why you cannot be like him? Thank God she's not like him. Thank God she's not like him. If you're going to know the real stories, your husband and your wife is the best one for you, and they're the best one in general. This is our attitude to marriage. Do you know why we get married? Do you know why we are happy when we get married? Because suddenly, I know it's no doubt. Oh Hashem. Thank you, my wife. You are my wife until 120, and you're not going nowhere. This is what leads to happiness. You know, when we got married, after we got married, usually you ask such questions only after you got married and only after the wife is pregnant. I was waiting for after we got married and she was pregnant, and I know she's not going anymore to nowhere, because as long as she's not pregnant, she has an attitude. Maybe I can find something better. I mean, she's pregnant, that's it. I said, can I be frankly with you? Frankly, what does fancy schmancy word? Frankly, yes, you can be frankly. What's for? I said, why do you choose me? When we went out on a date, why do you choose me? I mean, I have endless reason why I choose you. But what's the reason you choose me? I'm asking myself. If I was you, I don't know if I would choose myself. Why do you choose me? She said like this, listen to what she said, and she's here to admit. I went out on a date, 3.5 hours. By the way, she barely speaks, and until now, 23 years later, she's still barely speaking. Wow, Hashem. She said, listen, even though I really want it, she's a brilliant speaker. I wish that she's going to replay this class. Let us say amen. Amen. I hope that it was loud and clear, no?
Yeah, I heard it.
She got the message? No, she said, I went out for 3.5 hours and I see a person that always happy and excited. I said, wow. In life we're going to have unlimited obstacles. Everybody in this room, including the rabbis, including all the rabbanim, have endless obstacles. But happiness, take everything of it. Happiness is the greatest gift. And tonight I will prove it to you in a simple ways how important it is to be happy. When you're not happy, Charlie Chaplin, once, you know Charlie Chaplin? When you're all young and beautiful, I don't know, my age, you know these people. 40 years ago, 50 years ago, still children, I don't know, I say 20 years old, 23 years old, I don't know. Okay, Baruch Hashem. It was once upon a time a man by the name Charlie Chaplin. Google it. Okay? Charlie Chaplin, he was a Jew, at the time of the Holocaust. Hitler, Maximum, sorry to mention his name, didn't kill him. I don't know if he didn't kill him because he liked him, because he was brilliant. Because he liked him, because he wanted to prove to the world that the Jews are still happy. Whatever, that is all reason in Maximum. We're not here to look for the Jews. So Charlie Chaplin once came into the audience and he shared jokes. He was a brilliant individual. He shared the jokes. And everybody was smiling from the joke. Everybody was laughing. So he saw the joke is so good. He shared the same joke once again. What exactly happened?
Nobody laughed.
Except 2 people, nobody laughed. Then he said, you know what, let's try it once again. Maybe he shared the same joke again. What exactly happened? This time, nobody laughed. So Charlie Chaplin came in with the analogy. Listen to the analogy of Charlie Chaplin. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to the analogy of Charlie Chaplin, life-changing analogy. He came and said, if you cannot smile from the same jokes twice, how can it be you can use the same suffering again and again and again? You come into your husband, you never change their shoes, and you remind them 3 times. 3 times in that day, and then 50 times later. Why do we have to suffer from the same suffering again and again? Something bad happened, you feel bad for 5 minutes, move forward. No. When something bad happens, we get stuck in stillness. When something good, we laugh 5 minutes, and that's it. Your husband buying you a new bag, or nice vacation, and that week you're happy. Week later, you're cheap, you're kahavu. I always told me that you're cheap. Why you don't? I don't understand. You just, how long it took you 1 day to go back to reality? If you cannot enjoy the goodness of God that the Almighty God has given us again and again, and every time we look for excitement, so why are we using the same suffering and the same bad mood again and again and again? Move forward. What a beautiful analogy, huh? Charlie Chaplin said, one of the statements, that the worst day in your life is a day that you didn't have smile in that day. I mean, let's be honest. Life is tough anyway. Let's enjoy the ride. It's your choice too. And today I'm going to prove it to you. Black and white, why is it important to be smile? Ladies, smile make you much a human being, in general, men and ladies. Smile make you much greater. Smile give you a taste for life, purpose for life. Smile give you energy to wake up in the morning. The best salesman is a salesman that's smiling. Is a salesman, right? When you're coming in and you have your worker smiling, even though maybe he's the worst worker, you're not going to fail. Because he's coming in, thank you very much for having a job, and he's jumping. And they have the good worker. Best one, they always, punctual, beautiful. They are punctual, come in time, leave in time. But all day long, Tisha B'Av face. Look like somebody did. It looks like every second he's asking himself, to jump, not to jump. You over the bridge? And that's such a big one. Don't jump from there. Jump from the golden bridge. At least you finish it nice. Make selfie, jump. You know, how nice is guy, let's admit. Don't tell it to your wife, I can say it. How beautiful your wife look when you wake up in the morning, she have a smile. What are they, huh? What are they?
Best feeling.
Well, you wake up and when your wife wake up, when you're coming back home, she have a smile. You're coming back home and your wife have a smile. It's a priceless. Ladies, if you want your husband always to come home and not to be late, all what you have to do is give a smile. Cost nothing and change life. It doesn't cost nothing, but it change life. You see, when they come into Rav Vaknin to the synagogue, they get a smile, they get a hug, they get a kiss. When they're coming back home, why you late? I know you're choosing your friends over. You're like this. He's getting attacked like World War II, World War III, I don't know. Who's against who? Russia, Ukraine, he's working like this. But when it's come, ladies, attitude have to be changed. At least minimum twice a day. When your husband leave the house and when your husband come back, at least 5 to 10 minutes. Give them that smile of a lifetime. So give him that, my husband, I love you. Just give him a blessing. You don't understand what's going to happen. Anything you wish and desire, you will receive. It's all about the smile, and I will prove it to you. Listen to this. Ashkenazim, again, I'm sorry to repeat once. Ashkenazim, when they bless each other, they have a very unique and short blessing. But the blessing includes everything that we need. They call this blessing in Hebrew, Beveni, Chaye, Vemezoni. You know what I mean, Beveni, Chaye, Vemezoni? Mezoni is the lowest level. And then above that is Chaye, and above that is Beveni. What's that? Look like gibberish. No, it's Hebrew. Mezoni meaning mezonot, parnason. May God will bless you with unlimited wealth. Unlimited parnasa. I didn't hear amen. Amen. Oh gosh, Purim is a good time to pray for everything that you want, and the second we'll discuss about it. So God will bless you with unlimited wealth, okay? Above money, what is more important for money?
Health.
Life. When you become, you guys do not know that because you still have black hair, you still use chocolate mousse, banana mousse, I don't know. But in my age, when you have black, white hairs, and Baruch Hashem, the hair is, falling a little, you remind yourself how much health is important. To be healthy, this Shabbat I was supposed to be in Shabbaton. But, just remind me, just remind me how much walking is important. How much simple things that we do is important. Priceless. So, Chai meaning long life. Life, to have life. To have health. And above life is what? What is above life?
Bayit.
Above life. Above life? Children. Children that follow the footsteps of God. Children that will not going to make you name, will not embarrass you. Children that will make you proud. Children is the most priceless gift that God can give a human being. Because what we live in this world is not the lectures, and it's not the speeches, and it's not the communities, and it's not the business, it's our children. So this is the three gifts of life. Listen to this. How much is an American number? Take the word Beveni, Bet Nun Yud Yud, Chayle, Chet Yud Yud, Mezonim, Mem Vav Zayin Nun Yud, and how much is that? And 205. 205. 205 is a lucky number. You know why 205 is a lucky number? Which month we are? משנכנס אדר מרבין בשמחה. If you're going to be happy in this month, you know what's going to happen? Adar is Aleph, Dalet, Resh. Aleph is 1. Dalet is 4. Resh is 200. Together? 205. You hear that? If you achieve a happiness, you're going to get the three greatest gifts in life. What's the name of the gift? Beveni, Chai, Umezonim. You're going to have children, many children. You're going to have righteous children. You're going to have Shalom Bayit. You're going to have Parnasa unlimited. You're going to have Bayit. Anything you need, all what you need is happiness. If this is so, I want to give you today a gift. Before we enter Purim. And Purim is the most unique holidays that we have. The most special holidays. And I will tell you why in a second. The first one is, and I will offer you, where is the card? In it. The first winner of tonight will get a free season card, sponsored by Anonymous. I came here and I saw it in the tables. Most likely Anonymous is the Odam in the house. Okay, Baruch Hashem. I don't know how much is that, priceless. Tomorrow you're going to come in, Hashem, okay, listen to the questions. What is so unique? What make the charity in Purim different from any other charity of the world? Everybody is talking about charity, 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 charity. What make Purim charity different from any other charity? And if you know the reason and the message behind, you and your wife get 2 cards. Yes.
You don't differentiate who you give to. You just give to anyone anyone who asks, you give to.
Okay. And what's the message for our life?
That's part B.
By the way, what's your name?
Greg.
Greg answered beautiful. Purim is the... DDH, I don't know how to call it. Yes, Greg, you said? Greg answered beautiful. Purim, the whole year around, if I'm going to ask you money, even today, you can say, Rabbi, can we know where the money is going? Can we verify that the money is going to this direction? You have the right to ask. And the right to decide if to do it or not. You can to yeshiva. Rabbi coming from Israel and ask him, I have a yeshiva in Israel. Can you give me a letter? And some rabbis that I know in Israel, you can say, your brother is going to Israel, you send them, can you go and check the yeshiva? Just want to know if the yeshiva is real, how many students they have. You have the right. You give it 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. You have the right to ask. Purim is the only day for 24 hours. For 24 hours that I'm asking anyone in this room, take $1,000 in cash, $20 bills, and anyone that come to ask you, you don't check, you don't ask, you give. You give, you give. Why is that? Why is that? Why? So, first of all, Greg, this is for you. Thank you very much for that.
That's better than the card.
The answer, I'm going to keep. God is not like us. We ask from people something that most of the time they don't do. Like, how many times you ask your children not to speak in the synagogues, and a minute later, you go in and you speak to the whole synagogue. And your child says, Abba, paradox. I love it when parents trying to teach the children not to get upset. And this, lama אתה כועס? אני כועס or אתה כועס? Who is angry? Me or you? And that one is even better. Listen to this one. A father is trying to teach a child not to fight. You know, especially I'm not talking about ladies. I'm talking about our boys. If you have 2 children, 2 boys, they usually fight. How do you call it? Fish fight?
Fist fight, yeah.
I say fish fight. Mike Tyson and he trying to teach them not to fight. How did a father teach his children not to fight? Boom! Don't beat your brother! This is the best message that you can do. You beat him, you teach him not to beat him. בורא עולם, anything that Hashem is asking from us, He's doing in a perfect way before. If not, God will never ask us. So if God made it in the Shulchan Aruch, that in Purim, you cannot ask questions about any poor person. They have 24 hours that, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to open the book of Tehillim, and you're going to speak to Hashem, said, God, I want to have children. God, I want to have Shalom Bayit. God, I want to pay the house that we just bought in cash. This year. This year, huh? I said, all the men, Baruch Hashem, Rabbi, continue. No debt, no personal debt, no general, no bank, nothing. God, I want to buy another house this year in Eretz Yisrael, let us say amen. Bore Olam, we want to have unlimited wealth, let us say amen. Bore Olam, we want to have Shalom Bayit, the greatest Shalom Bayit, let us say amen. We want to have our children follow the footsteps of God, and many children, let us say amen. ובן חי ומזון לרוויחי, והכל בהרחבה, let us say amen. Do you know which days you can get it easy? Not even Yom Kippur, I'm sorry. Yom Kippur, God can check. Excuse me. This Daniel, this Moshe is good. Moshe is Moshe Rabbeinu. Close to Moshe. This is, he can check. Purim, you're not allowed to check. 24 hours. You give charity and you don't check. God, you're coming to God like a beggar, right? Nobody here in this room, included me, included the speaker. God, I deserve. Nobody deserves nothing. One Lashon Hara. You lost everything that you ever managed. 20 years being a rabbi, I spoke about somebody, Lashon Hara. The bank account is zero. Zero and real. You know, dangerous Lashon Hara. So how many times we speak and doing that? Nobody here, and I'm not God forbid telling you to feel bad. This is reality. We don't deserve nothing. But in Purim we said, God, what goes around, comes around. Measure to measure, eyes to eyes. The way that I act with the poor people, act with me. Because this is Halacha b'Shulchan Aruch. And Purim, you're not allowed to check. Do you know what I'm doing in Purim? I finished the whole book of Tehillim once, twice, sometimes even 3 times. Instead of being busy, Shloch Manot and all the balagan, me being a rabbi, the 100 of Shloch Manot, our home, before Pesach. Why, it's so difficult to finish it before Pesach. You know what I do? You know what I'm doing with all the basket? We have a tradition. We made a big basket, 3 big baskets. I'm going to one of them to the police department. I give them right after Purim, gift from our communities. They don't know that I need to make Be'ur Chametz. One of them is the other one is the fire department. Fire department. I'm taking my children. They're going with me. You don't understand. All the police, all the fire. I got 2 prizes to someone. 2 both in 1 shot. One of them is I give away all the chametz and all the not healthy stuff, and that you can eat, guys, only at night because your wife is watching. Especially the one that like krembo or bamba. I don't know if bamba you know, but krembo you don't know. A minute that you eat krembo, you cannot stop. And they always have the wife over there. Do not eat krembo. No krembo. And you, 12 o'clock at night, with everybody sleeping. Now we give it away, everything. The way that you act, they have 24 hours. Do you know what I'm doing in Purim? Not only separating, I wake up nets. Nets. Do you know what nets? Sunrise. I'm going to this now. I'm a rabbi. I have a synagogue. My synagogues do not pray nets. My synagogue pray 6:40. We have Shiur Gemara. 7:20 we start. 7:30. But 5 times a year I pray nets. One of them is in Purim. You cannot miss. Nets is 6:30. 7:14 you have to pray Shmona Esrei. Now, second question of today. I'm in a good mood. Another card. Why sunrise to pray and sunrise is so important? Some people pray in sunrise. I'm talking about shacharit. You have to pray not you have to. It's good to pray sunrise, especially in Purim. This Purim I believe after what you're going to hear, all of you is going to be in the synagogue. The rabbi said, where is that? Where is all the sharks? Usually the sharks in the world, especially the world. The world wake up 9 o'clock one night, another 10 o'clock, another eyes, 11 o'clock they get together. Life is good, life is good, life is good. Why do we have to wake up only? Why do we have to wake up? Life is good. Why do we have to? Gentlemen, why waking up nets? It's all, yes, doctor.
The blessing comes like first come, first serve.
I love it. A little deeper. Yes, beautiful, because you are the first one. I love it. Tell me, no.
Well, you're saying on Purim.
No, in general. And then I'm going to tell you what's the point, yes.
I know. Because God gives you first in the morning, not sunrise.
Amazing! Almost. You can go next, you can write next position. Wait with the hand and continue. Okay.
You show Hashem that, hey, I will come out of my discomfort, be up very early in honor for you.
But why nets? I agree, but why nets? Almost simultaneous. Even people that pray nets, No, it's right. David Amelech said, 9 in the morning wake me up. But it's much deeper. I will tell you something. Even people that pray nets 20 years do not know. Do you know why nets? Because you know what exactly happened in sunrise? In sunrise, there are millions of people, idol worship, that wake up and pray to their idols. In the old age, it was millions of billions of people that pray for the sun, to the sun. The sun is one of the gods. And if they're not the sun, they do the Buddha. And if it's not the Buddha, I don't know, maybe the cow, the shawarma, I don't know. There are many gods in this world. Now, do you know what exactly happened in this moment when the Goyim pray for their God? Because, ladies and gentlemen, I have to teach you something. Even a Goy, one of the 7 mitzvot of the Goyim is not to have idols. A Goyim not allowed to have idols. I'm sorry. This is not that only us. A Goyim also not allowed to have. So when a Goy bent over to idols, praying to idols, you know what exactly happened to God? God get upset. How can it be that in my world, the world that I'm the master of this world, the world that I created, somebody is idol worship? When you come in the nets, a minute before the start, and you're screaming, Abba, you're the king. A minute before you give God such a smile, my child, accept me to be his own king. Believe in me that I'm the only God. He will give you anything you want. On Purim, the day that the gate of heaven is open, to pray nets? Why? Any wish, any desire. After such a class, I do not want you to miss the Tehillim books. Like this. Please. I'm begging for your sake. You do not have to cry later. You're going to have the whole year a lot of tears, but tears of joy. You know what I mean? Tears of joy? When you buy a new house, you cry. But this time, tears of happiness. When you win the lottery, you cry. But this tears is tears of happiness. When you have a baby for 9 months, you scream. When you come out, but it's like that, you cry. But this is tears of happiness. You're always going to have only tears of happiness. One day, you take the reading books, 24 hours, and you read as much that you can. As much that you can. I'm not telling you, finish one book, 2 books. Take half an hour, take 1 hour. Take upon yourself, pray. Be the Arvit, Shacharit, pray 3 times. Don't be, you don't understand. This day God cannot refuse. According to our sages, you can make decision for God what you want, and God have to follow. And God have to, what do we say? One of the mitzvot of Purim is what? Mishloach manot. You know what's mishloach manot? Giving gift to your friends. By the way, what's the reason we give mishloach manot? What's the reason?
Improve relations.
Huh? Improving relationships. Beautiful. To increase the level of love among the Jewish nation. Meaning, if you're giving, what's your name? When you give Moshe to Shmuel, you don't increase any love. You love each other anyway. So it's good to give him, but it's not an obligation. Do you know which person is the best person that you give?
To the person you're not close with at all.
But they're not close. He doesn't talk to you for 1 year. He called the building department. He made you stamp order. You put him in the how do you call it? You put him in with the pictures to be or not to be. Shh, not to be. You shoot them on there. This person, the neighbor that called the building department, you come to him and say the same. I want to give you a basket. Do you know what you do? You increase the level of love. A man that study in your business and went after he studied all the job, open your competition and took away the customers. Can you do it? You want God to do it to you, right? You have to step up. We're here to step up. Your wife made you upset and scream at you, and instead of being upset and being, my wife, I love your voice. Can you make it even louder? I love it. I enjoy it. It's like an opera in my ear. She's gonna get upset even more. Were you happy? You know, opera is always complicated. Nothing can be easy. Why are you happy with my mood? I don't know. This is the image. When somebody did bad to you, and you give them. Now, what's the secret? The secret is this one. You give it a gift. You give it a gift. And every time you give a gift, every time, say, one tefillah. What's the tefillah? The tefillah is as follows. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. Borei Olam, the same way that I'm giving gift. Measure to measure. This year, you're going to give me a gift. And ask a gift. The gift can be children's. The gift can be health. The gift can be happiness. Whatever you want. God, give me a gift. I'm giving a gift today. And God have to follow what we do, right? Again, like I told you. Hashem tzilcha alei melech. God is the shadow. And the way that you act, the shadow is acting. So if this is all God have to follow. You give gift, God have to give you gift. Purim, it's all about what goes on in God. You're giving poor people, God is giving you. Because you are poor in front of God. You're giving gift, God is giving you. Right? You invite people to your home and you give them to eat. God will invite you to his house and will give you unlimited parnasa, livelihood. Everything that you do, God pay you exactly. When you give gift. Gift is unique. You know why gift is unique? I will tell you why gift is unique. I asked this question many times in a couple of classes. Ladies, can you answer these questions? One, when your husband give you flowers that cost $20, and on Fridays, you are so happy. Wow, you get blushing, Junam Bazam, you put extension, and building departments, and now you and your wife, you and your husband become honey. What is, I don't understand. What is more expensive? The flower that costs $20? Or the mortgage that you pay every month? 5 to 10,000. I never heard the moment they come to that. My husband, you pay the mortgage. No one is like you. You are my hero. I just had the chutzpah not to pay it 1 month. Why? You're gonna hear what the voice. Now, I never heard the wife that coming to the husband. My husband, you pay tuition. Tuition goes 5 to 10,000. Depends how many children you have. Minimum $10,000 mortgage. 10,000 children, and your wife never does anything. Now you pay the car and even the clothing. Never thank you. A minute you buy $20 flowers, $20 for the one. She's like this. I don't understand. $20 for 1 month is $80. If you consistent. For 1 year, $1,000. That's it. $1,000. That's the big wife 10,000, 100,000, or 120. Just the mortgage. Not including the food, not including. Why? Can you answer me why?
Because we're men, it's our obligations.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. Because
Are
all
you gonna
the
get
rest, my wife said, give it to him. Give it. Come here, get out of here. Come here, give it to him. Oh, you're getting confused.
God bless you guys.
Poor guy from that.
Listen to this.
There you go.
Listen to this.
That's your privilege.
Do you know why? Because paying the rent, paying the mortgage, paying the clothing of your wife, paying the food, and paying the tuition is your obligation when you signed. When you got married, you signed the ketubah said everything. But you know what the ketubah did not mention? Flowers. Flower is a gift. Gift is not something that I'm obligated. A vacation is a gift. It's not something that I'm obligated. Things that you go in there and Purim, we give in gifts. But Olam give us items that is not obligated. Whatever you want that God is not food, not life, this is necessary. Something that you want that is above and beyond. You can ask in Purim once a year. And I will end with this one. They have 3 couples, and this Megillat Esther. 3 couples that each one of us teaching us a certain message. What's the name of the 3 couples of Purim? What's the name? The first one is Achashverosh Vashti. Beautiful. The second one is Mordechai a husband and wife, by the way. According to most of the opinion, they have a husband and wife. The last one is Haman Zeresh. 3 couples. Each one of them teach us different message and Shalom Bayit. So you came here, you're going into the Megillat Esther, you got the message from each one of this one. The first one is Achashverosh and Vashti. I can tell you what's the difference. What's the beautiful message that Achashverosh and Vashti, these two don't life. You know why his name is Achashverosh? You know why his name is Achashverosh? Achashverosh is, the Gemara said, Masechet Megillah, Achashverosh. Oh, my head is beating. He was one of the worst king that was existing. You know why? Hamolech meodu. What's the meaning of Hamolech? Hamolech meaning? The one that forced himself to become a king. In life, you never force your wife to respect you. You want it. If you want your children to respect you, you don't come to your children. It was good maybe in my generation 40 years ago. But in our generation, you cannot come in. If you're not going to stand up, it's not working anymore. You have to own, you have to have, the children have to look up to you. Your wife has to look up to you and say, wow, I'm so lucky to have such a husband. Do you know why my husband? And sincerely, not a joke. If I need to do and to get married with you all over again, I will do it gladly. You're the best gift that I ever had. Do you know what's the meaning? So tonight I'm going to teach you how exactly you can own respect. From both sides, man and woman. How exactly you can get respect in the eyes of your husband. And how exactly you can get respect from the eyes of the wife to the husband. Or husband to the wife or the husband. Meaning, how exactly, what make a human being to be a king? And what make a human being to be a slave? What's the difference between a slave and a king? Not only the titles. 3 things that a king can do that a slave will not do. And if you cannot do it, I'm sorry to say, you are a slave, not a king. I'm sorry. What's the 3 things? The first one is, a slave have the ability to say, a king have the ability to say, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. He's not ashamed to say, I'm sorry. How many of us doing argument and doing fight will never say I'm wrong? I'm wrong? It's because of you. You're the one that instigate. You're the one that starts. How many of us, how difficult it is for us to say, Chatati, Aveti, Pashati. I'm sorry, my wife. What's the big deal? Imagine as if your wife is coming to rebuke you, and instead of responding and screaming and fighting, you say, you know what? If I'm so bad, now that you tell me that I have to correct myself, from tomorrow, I will do the best to change my path. Do you know what exactly is going to happen in this moment? Your wife will adore you. How many men, with our arrogance, with our attitude, don't talk to me like this, and Bukhara, woman, you're not in Bukhara. This is 2025 America, iPhone number 16 or 17, TikTok, Namtak, everything you want. So stop living in the dreams. This is the new, and in the new world, don't be ashamed to say I'm sorry. I say I'm sorry every time I'm home, and I have no issue to say it. I'm sorry. Do you know where they see it? 2 kings, and I will prove it to you. Everything has to have a proof from the Torah. 2 kings made sins, made mistakes. 1 king, because of the mistakes, lost the ability to be king. Not him, not his children, and not his grandchildren. And 1 king made 2 major, not 1 mistakes, 2 major mistakes. And he's still a king until Moshiach. You know what's the name of these 2 kings? Shaul HaMelech, King Saul, and King David HaMelech. Shaul HaMelech made 1 sin. What's the punishment? You will never be king. Not you, not your children, ever. That's it. What kind of sin it is? He had a mercy. Yeah, David had mercy. What's the big deal? David HaMelech made 2 big sins, big. And right away, Borei Olam told them, Kam Hashem yivi chatatcha. Borei Olam erase your sin. So the rabbi is asking, I don't understand what God is racist. He's racist. Why you choose King David over King Saul? Over Melech Shaul? What's the answer of the rabbi? Shaul HaMelech never apologized. David HaMelech, the first time that the prophet came to him and said, David, you made the mistakes with the wife of Uriah Hittite. What did he say? Chatati Hashem. I'm sorry, God, I made the mistakes. At this moment, the prophet responded, Borei Olam, erase your sin. The ability and the capability to say sorry make you a king. If you cannot say I'm sorry, you're not a king. You're a slave. A slave, you're going to act like a slave. Second, beautiful, huh? Next, the second one is a king have the ability to give in. To give in meaning not to stand on your height. This is my way or the highways. Many times in life, and this is one of the greatest gifts in Shalom Bayit, is they said, in Bukhari, they have a statement, they said, in order to have a great Shalom Bayit, you have to be, I'm sorry to say it, let's forbid, a blind, a deaf, and a mute. And then, meaning, you don't have to see everything that your husband did, or everything that your wife did. Sometimes closing your eyes is better. Sometimes do not hear what they said is even better. Sometimes not to speak when you want to speak is better. Meaning, the ability to give in. To give in meaning to be mavater. Some of the greatest advice of our sages. It was this man that came into Rabbi Chaim Kanevsky. And he said, Rabbi, I need to have children. For many years, Rabbi, can you give me bracha? The Rabbi said, no. He didn't say, what's going on? I said, no, I'm going to give you something better for many blessings. So what can be better for many blessings? It's very simple. Next time when somebody gets you upset, when somebody embarrasses you in public, do not respond. Forgive. And make a wish. Make a wish, whatever you want. This is Yom Kippur Shatnira. Okay? The guy is walking. 3 months later, he went into a wedding in Bnei Brak. Wedding in Bnei Brak is easily 800 to 1,000 people. You know, because in America, it's not like in America, everybody has to register, and you have to send me text message, and I have to send you WhatsApp, and to approve, and this. And Bnei Brak, when you invite one, the whole community is coming. You just send the invitation, everybody, the family, the grandparents, the grandchildren, everybody, the one people. The wedding is packed. He's walking into the wedding, one guy is calling him, a ganav, a thief, you stole money from me. The whole 1,000 eyes is like this. You know, when you talk in Japanese, everybody wants to know why he stole, how much he stole, what exactly happened, when exactly he stole, machloket, Rashi Mutosfot, balagan. Everybody like this. No, this guy was a very mad guy, very strong physically. In any different location, he would kill him. But they remember what Rav Chaim told him. What Rav Chaim said? Give him. Give him. The ability that your husband is doing something bad, and you don't carry it for 3 days or 7 days or 2 weeks, is making you a queen. If not, you're a simple maid. Spanish, Mexican, I don't know, Turkish. I don't know, not disrespect. A maid, that's it. If you cannot forgive your wife, you're a slave. Ali Muhammad, Ahmad, Abu Khalil, whatever you want. Allah Akbar, your wife is going to do Allah. Why? Because you're a slave. You want to be a king? The ability to forgive. The ability to be easygoing. Life is anyway difficult. You know what? One day, few hours, I'm going to be 1 hour, I'm going to be upset. Next, life is amazing. Make you a king. A king have the ability. Achashverosh. No. I will never forgive. She didn't show up. Kill the wife. After that, he was crying. But in the beginning, what he did? Kill her. I will never forgive. She made you the king. Vashti, she was the queen. Achashverosh was a horse. He was handling horses. They fell in love because she was riding one of the horses. They look. And she appointed him to be the king. One time she didn't listen to him, that's it. Because his mentality is a slave. A slave mentality do not know how to say I'm sorry. And a slave mentality do not know how to forgive. A king mentality is a man that knows how to say I'm sorry. Is a woman that said, my husband, no attitude. Woman always right. No, woman is not always right. I'm sorry, ladies, you're not always right. I'm sorry. Somebody have to be honest with you. Enough of this politically correct. You're always right. No, you're not.
I approve this message.
No. L'chaim. L'chaim for your life. Anyone here is a locksmith?
Anyone to the high?
Enjoy the couch tonight, bro.
So I walk into the bedroom, grab a pizza.
Give me a hug. You need a hug. You need a hug. You need it. You see, he's not a rookie. He's a strong guy. He's a strong. Now, so, 2 messages we got from Achashverosh and Vashti. What's the message that we get in it from Mordechai and Esther? Wow. Beautiful message. And you come into Purim ready. You understand the value of Purim. You understand how much it's important to pray. You understand the level. You understand. And now you understand three messages from the 3 couples. Achashverosh and Vashti, 2 messages. The ability to forgive and the ability to say sorry. Nothing happened. Don't be embarrassed. It takes a great human being to say sorry. It takes a low life not to apologize, not to say sorry. I'm sorry. To say I'm sorry and mistakes, it takes a great Yehuda. We call him Jew. You know why? Because of a person by the name Yehuda. What exactly Yehuda? So everybody said thank you. No. Not only thank you. Oda is not only thank you. Oda admits when Tamar catch him in mistakes, Yehuda had the ability to close the eyes to kill Tamar. What did he stood up? He stood up. I'm sorry. Tamar is righteous. I made mistakes. He admitted in front of the whole news, CNN, NBC, BBC, all of them. And he stood up, the king at that time of the world, Yehuda, and he said, I'm sorry, I made mistakes. Tzadka mimeni Tamar. So 2 things we got from Achashverosh and Vashti. The ability to forgive and the ability to say I'm sorry. Second, so what do we get in? Beautiful, huh? No, you came here tonight to spend 1 hour, 1.5 hours. You will get what you want to get. You're going to get a class that your life was on one level until this class, and after this class, your life is completely different. This is the level of class. You're coming into the house of Moshe and Daniel. You're coming into the house of Moshe and Daniel. You're coming here not only to enjoy amazing food, let's grab the hand of the chefs. Gentlemen, the second message from Mordechai and Esther. Mordechai and Esther is teaching us many messages. I will stick only one. I'm going to be focused on only one. What's the message? Do not be embarrassed to listen to your husband. Do not be embarrassed to listen to your wife. Did you realize when the rabbi speaks about the rabbi said, today the speech was ash. And your wife is looking at him and she said, I said in the last 6 months, you never said that my message was good. How come when this rabbi came in 5 minutes, he already changed you? How many times you hear messages that you tell your wife 20 times? Nothing. Who are you to tell me? We're a generation of woman rights. I made the same salary like you. I'm pharmacist. I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. And you're going into the flag. Woman rights, that's it. Thank God, at least Trump made something clear. Woman is a woman and man is a man. At least that we fix my future. Gentlemen, ladies, do not be ashamed. קבל האמת מפי אומה. קבל האמת. Even a child. You know where we see it? The daughter of Abraham. You know who is Abraham? Abraham is the father of Moshe Rabbeinu. She came to him and she said, Abba, you're wrong. You know what we're going to do? A young daughter will tell you, we're going to give a slap to the daughter. What Abraham did? He went back and he got married with Yocheved. And he changed everything because of his daughter. Told him, Abba, you're wrong. What's the embarrassment? I'm here to fix myself. My daughter told me I'm okay with this as well. My wife told me, what do we say? You see, Achashverosh, Esther and Mordechai. Mordechai tell Esther, and Esther is doing it. ולא הגידה את עמה ואת מולדתה, כי ציווה לה מרדכי אשר לא תגיד. Do you know why Esther hid the nation and the families? She never told nobody that she's a Jew. She never told nobody that she lived from Israel, and who is the parents, and who is the grandparents, nothing. Why she hid it? Why? Because the husband Mordechai told her not to do it. Logic-wise doesn't make sense. 12 months, they're asking the same question. Where are you coming from? Where you are? What is your nationality? Nothing. She kept, because of that, her name is Esther. Esther meaning hidden. She was not only modesty, she was also physically modesty, not only clothing. She never spoke when she don't need, when she doesn't need. She never shared information. Why that she didn't share information? My husband told me not to share. I'm not sharing. And listen to the final pasuk. ויעבור מרדכי ויעש ככל אשר ציוותה עליו אסתר. Mordechai went and made fast. For how many days Mordechai made fast? 3 days. And he broke Pesach. It was the only time in the world history, in our history, that we didn't celebrate Leil HaSeder. You know that? ויעבור, the Gemara said, Mordechai canceled Pesach. We don't do Leil HaSeder. Why? Tonight the whole Jewish nation fast. How many days? 3 days. Who told them that we need to fast 3 days? His wife. He is the chief rabbi of the generation. Who are you to tell me? How many times you see me in the fight? Who are you to tell me? Do you know who I am? I make money. I'm coming from prestige families. The guy didn't come from prestige family. He was the chief rabbi, the biggest rabbi in the world. And his wife come and tell him, listen, I'm asking you to make sure that all the Jews will fast 3 days. Bullshit salamat. He left his wife, Jonah Bazar, and he told the whole Jews, all of us is fasting. Why? Because my wife told me. How great it is to listen to each other. Huh? Mordechai and Esther. The second message is, to listen. That's what your wife asked you. How did he say about Abraham? כל אשר תאמר אליך שרה, שמע בקולה. If you can make selfie to this direction as well. If you can make selfie, beautiful. I see you making selfie in the middle of the fire. Okay, let's fix the tie. Last but not least, Haman ופשתי. פשתי והמן is the last couple of this week. Haman וזרש. Yes, Haman וזרש is the last couple. What's the message of Haman וזרש? Rabbi Kavash said it in beautiful ways. What's the message of Haman וזרש? The message is, it's fun. The pasuk said, חוכמת נשים בנתה ביתה. ביתה. ואיוולת בידה תעשנה. A wise man can build a house, and a foolish woman will destroy it. The emet is, ladies, don't get offended. It's for your compliment. You have the ability to build the house or to destroy the house. You see, listen to what exactly happened. Haman Rasha came in after he became the second to the king. And the whole entire world, 127 countries, bending over to Haman like he's the king, like he's God. Except one person. What's the name of the person? Mordechai. He's not bending over. Tell me, bother you that one person, what's your name? Bechor. Bechor, it bother you to one person to not bend over? When 127 countries bending over and acted with you like that, it bother you that one person will not respect you. You go in, what do you work, 47? You're a doctor? Attorney, okay. You look like a doctor, okay? So I hope I'm not making mistakes. I don't want to get too mad. I don't want to be suing you with it. Give me hard. You got me nervous for a second. Please, don't make him upset. You don't.
She's also the attorney.
No. When you make a courthouse, I don't know. Do you in a courtroom? I said, woman rights. You cannot, you don't make better salary for me. I make this better salary. Listen to this, Bechor. You're going into the courthouse, everybody respects you. Your name is one of the best lawyers in my, if not the best one in the whole fight. One judge do not like you. One judge cannot stand you. But maybe 2,000 judges in love with you. That when you're walking in, they respect you so much. This attorney is the best one. But do you know that this judge doesn't like you?
Honestly, it would go.
This is what you're going to have all day long? Speaking about No, wait. 2 minutes. So listen to this. Come Haman Rasha and the king. And you said beautiful. One person do not bend over. Everybody bend over. Everybody, okay. He came to his wife. Now what's the difference between a smart wife to a foolish wife? A foolish wife, you know what's the journalism? You know what's the chicken? Loser, you don't worth nothing. How do you let them go? This person instead of you know what I'm going to do? How many times you come from a synagogue and somebody made a comment? Instead of you, I will never step my foot in these synagogues, change synagogues. You know, this is the friend, I will break the relationship with them. He's your partner, send him. You know what she did? She ruined all your life because of one foolish comment that your partner said. And instead of kill it, she put flame to this is what Haman, Zeresh did. Zeresh came to Haman and she put the flames. She put the fires. And she said, no, you are a loser. If you're not going to handle it, tomorrow I'm not going to bend over to you. That's it. Nobody will respect you. Nothing is going to happen tomorrow. The whole world is still bending over. What's the big deal? Nobody's busy. You know what she did? She put all the flames, she put all the, instead of making it relax, don't worry about my husband. I'm here for you. Why do you need this long life? Okay, it doesn't bend over. What do you care? The whole world. She came and she made it. He went to a war. And after when he lost, what she can do him? She said, if Mordechai is a Jew, for sure you're going to lose. Now you're telling me that? After you're the one that caused me and convinced me to go to World War III against Mordechai and against the nation of Mordechai. Now, this is what a bad wife is doing. When you are up, she is with you. A minute that you fall down, I have nothing to do with you. I always know that you're not successful. Either you see the fire from, she is mentioned, the fire from there and from there. Rabbi Akiva wife. Rabbi Akiva was not the biggest rabbi in the world history. He became the biggest rabbi in the world history, even bigger from Shalom. Rabbi Akiva was 40 years old when he doesn't know how to read and write. When he got married with his wife Rachel, young woman, he got kicked out from his job. Fired, because her father was the richest man, one of the 3 richest people in the world history. He told Rachel from the house, he said, if you get married with this low life, Mechila, I forget to call her Rabbi Akiva, but with this Amharit's ignorant, I have nothing to do with you. She fired him. He fired them so much, and they didn't get nothing. And instead of stepping on Rabbi Akiva, what she told me? Rabbi Akiva, don't worry. I know how talented you are. One day the whole entire world will see what I see. She built this confidence. She built this personality. He came out to the market at the age of 40 and went to study and became one of the biggest rabbis in the world history. Unreal. Do you hear that? She built them. A smart woman is a woman that knows how to build. A foolish woman is a woman that knows how to destroy it. Remember, ladies, gentlemen, how do we call it? Not Sarat Rabim, I don't remember the pasuk, but I have a pasuk in a second, I'm going to remember it. That our purpose in life is to uplift each other in time of need. Ach, לשעת צרה ייוולד. Shlomo Melech, the wisest man in the world history, said, do you know that we are brothers? We don't have brothers because we need my brother to come to the weddings. My weddings, me and my wife, 850 people came. I don't need my brothers to show up. But in a time of need, when I need loan, emergency, when I need help, 2 o'clock in the morning, then you need the closest people to you. Do you know why we got married? Not to support your husband when he's successful. Ladies, when your husband's successful, the whole community and all the rabbi of the community love your husband and support him. Because of his cash. Don't worry, he's going to have unlimited support. Everybody will call him Chacham. They're going to put him next to the rabbi. They will call him the president. And everybody, they're going to put his names and Boshet. Shtosh Munachzi, Chacham Mulo. They're going to call him Mulo. How did he become Mulo? The guy doesn't even know how to read Hebrew. No, but he cash is Mulo. Mulo. They will never call him in the first names. Mulo this, Mulo those. Become Chashuv, right? So he doesn't need your respect and your support when he's rich. But when your husband is down, only then he needs you. Are you going to be there for him? You're going to step for him. Zeresh is the symbolizer of a woman that when the husband is down, she makes sure he's going to be in the grave. She steps even higher. She makes sure he's going to go down completely. She didn't know how to pick him up. A righteous woman is a woman that knows how to pick up. 3 couples in this week, in this Kriyat Megillat Esther. The first one is Achashverosh Vashti that teaches to be a king is the ability to say I'm sorry. To be a king is the ability to forgive, not to hold grudge, to let it go. Mordechai and Esther, the ability to listen to each other is the greatest gift that you can do. Don't be too proud to listen to your wife. Don't be too proud to listen to your husband. The only one that really loves you is not Rav Vaknin, I'm sorry to tell him, is your wife. Because you see me once a month, once in 2 months, once in 3 months. Your wife is the one that lives with you 24/7, 365 days until 120. So why are you ashamed to listen to your wife? What is this ego? Where did this ego came from? Why, when I say something, everybody's listening? Wow, the Rabbi said, I'm sorry, your wife is much more important for me. And I said, as sincere as you can get. Your husband tell you something, listen to it. Chauvinist, we're a different generation. No, we're not in a different generation. We're in a normal generation that out of respect, and if you want to have Shalom Bayit, and if you want your children to respect their parents, their father, don't make a scene in front. And ladies, sometimes you are expert making scene in front of the children. Make your husband like this in front of the children. And then you're surprised, the children do not respect him. Because you are expert to make him like this. Do not make your husband small. Just opposite. Make him big in the eyes. When he tells you something, even if you don't agree, wait later on at night. Take him to one of the rooms in the house and speak with him over there. Don't make a scene outside. Outside, you always listen. Because this is the respect that we need. To listen to each other. And last but not least, when the husband is down, when the wife is down, don't be there to step somewhere. Just opposite. Be there and extend your hand and say, my dear husband, my dear wife, my job is to pick you up. When you need me at night, when you need to put your shoulder, when you need to cry, when you need advice, I'm there for you. I'm not there for you because I want to judge you. When you got fire, I'm not there for you to step up on you. I'm there to convince you how great you are, how smart you are. And even if it's going to take a few months, I'm always going to be there for you. 3 couples, 4 messages, and happiness included all. My name is Rav Vaknin once again, and I approve this message.